right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Buys a little time with his feet. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Buys a little extra time. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north.
Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to go deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Miller with the ball. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. The give to the tailback. And there were some... Deep finally stops him short of the marker. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll try it on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown tie. They've got the lead here in the 4th. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion extends this lead to 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback moving. Fires toward the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now sliding to his left. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go away.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do?